Hi, hello everyone. I hope you are doing good. This is Dr. Radha HR. I am here to take up you for the second session of the unit solid state. Friends, in the first session of my video with respect to this solid state, we have discussed definition for solid, right? And then classification of solids, their physical properties, all these things we have discussed in the first session, right? So in the second session today I am explaining about crystal lattice. So let us take up our discussion to crystal lattice. Now, what do you mean by crystal lattice? Crystal lattice, or we can call by another name known as space lattice. So now, what do you mean by crystal lattice? Friends, we have discussed in the previous video that crystal means what? Ordered arrangement. In the three-dimensional network form, if all the constituent particles are regularly arranged, such type of arrangement is known as what we call it as a crystal lattice. So crystal lattice means regular arrangement of constituent particles in a three-dimensional space. That we call it as, what do you call it as a crystal lattice or space lattice. I hope you understood this, right? See, for example, cube. See, consider cube. Here in the cubical form, along x-axis, along y-axis and along z-axis, all the constituent particles are regularly arranged. Then such type of order, regular arrangement in a three-dimensional network is known as, what you call it as a crystal lattice or space lattice. I hope this is clear for you, right? Now, in this crystal lattice, the another terminology now I am going to take up is what? Unit cell. Please look at here. This is a big cube. Okay, this we call it as a crystal lattice. Now, the second terminology I am going to take up is unit cell. What do you mean by unit cell? Please look at here. This is one small cube, right? This is one small cube. Now, if I extend this one to the right side, I am getting one more small cube. Similarly, to the upper side, one more small cube. What it is happening here? There are large number of what? Cubes are repeated. Thereby, what is happening here? The crystal lattice keep on extending. For example, the room in which you are sitting, you consider it as a cubical form. How that room you got means due to the what exactly build-up of bricks. So brick is the basic structural unit. When you keep bricks along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, you will get a what exactly cube form of room, right? So that room is a crystal lattice or space lattice. How you got that room structure means due to the build-up of what? Bricks. So that brick is a basic building structural unit. Same way, here in the crystal lattice, the structural unit or basic building unit which on repeating along all the three directions, it can generate what exactly? New entity. Okay, or else a crystal lattice. So that repetitive unit present in the crystal lattice is known as, what do you call it as a unit cell. Now what do you mean by a unit cell means? It is a repetitive unit or a basic building unit which on repeating in three-dimensional network form, it gives a new crystal lattice. Okay, so that we call it as, what you call it as a unit cell. So unit cell is a basic building block of what? Crystal lattice. So from the unit cell only you will get the crystal lattice. This is how, because of unit cell, we will get the crystal lattice. Friends, you understood now what is the difference between unit cell and then what? Crystal lattice. So in this big cube, actually small cube is the what? Unit cell. So which the small cube on repeating, you are getting a big cube. So big cube is a crystal lattice and small cube is a unit cell. Okay, for example. Now, so how can you define the unit cell means? Please have a look at here. It is the smallest portion of the crystal lattice which is repeated in different direction. That means 3D direction, like that, as I told you. So it generates the entire lattice. So now if you take that crystal lattice, you have to characterize that one. How can you characterize means from the edge length. So what do you mean by edge length? See here, the distance between the one constituent particle to the another constituent particle. So that we call it as, what you call it as a edge length. So this is the edge length. Are you following? See, this is along x-axis, along y-axis similarly, edge length is B, and along z-axis, the edge length is what? C, like that you can consider. Okay, so here the unit cell can be characterized by what? Edge length. What are those edge length? A, B, C. Why we are considering only 3 means? Because it is arranged in 3-dimensional network structure. So similarly here, now apart from that edge length or axial length, unit cell can also be characterized by angles. Okay, so because when the unit cell is touched to each other along 3-dimensional network form, here there is an angle between x and y, y and z and x. So here the angles are represented by alpha, beta, gamma. So what you can say here, unit cell is characterized by what? The edge length A, B, C, and then what? Here the angles alpha, beta and gamma. Like this, through edge length and then through 3 angles you can characterize the unit cell. See, here all the time the edge length need not to be equal, and in the same fashion the angles also may be equal or may not be equal. Here edge length may be equal, may not be equal. Similarly, the angles may be equal or may not be equal. Okay, like this, whether the edge length, angles may equal or may not equal, based upon this, we can classify unit cells into different types. Now what are those things? Mainly, unit cells are classified into 2 types. One is known as primitive unit cell, or else this we can also call it as simple cubic unit cell. So now we are discussing classification of unit cell. One is known as what? Primitive unit cell, or else simple cubic unit cell. So SCC, we can call primitive unit cell also as SCC. Second one is what? Centered unit cell. Now first I am going to take up what do you mean by primitive unit cell. See, primitive unit cell. What do you mean by primitive unit cell? See, for example, you assume this is a cube. So I am writing cube structure. This is a cube. Okay. Now, see, these are the constituent particles. Okay, it may be atoms, ions or molecules. We are calling it as a constituent particles. Look at here. Constituent particles are present only at the corners. So such type of unit cell is known as primitive unit cell or else simple cubic unit cell. Now what do you mean by primitive unit cell? It's a type of unit cell where the constituent particles are present only at the corner of the unit cell, nowhere else, only at the corners. Such type of unit cells are known as, what do you call it, as a primitive unit cell or simple cubic unit cell. Is it clear? So here, how many corners are there? 8 corners are there. So how many number of constituent particles are there? 8 constituent particles are there. So in case of primitive unit cell, the lattice point is how much? 8. Okay. So like this, you can say definition for primitive unit cell. Okay. So what do you mean by primitive unit cell? It's a unit cell in which the constituent particles are present only at the corners of the unit cell. That we call it as, what do you call it as a primitive unit cell or simple cubic unit cell. I hope you understood, right? Now, the second one is what? Centered unit cell. What do you mean by centered unit cell? See, there will be constituent particles at the corners. Along with that corner particles, one or more, okay? One or more constituent particles also present. Such type of unit cell is known as centered unit cell. Not only at the corners, along with the corners, one or more unit cells may be present. I mean constituent particles may be present. Such type of unit cells are known as centered unit cell. Now this centered unit cell can be broadly classified into 3 types again. So first one is body centered unit cell. Now the classification of unit cell I am taking now. See, the centered unit cell now classification. The first one is what? Body centered unit cell. Second one, face centered unit cell. Third one, end centered unit cell. Now don't get confused. These are the 3 sub classification of what? Centered unit cell. Now what do you mean by body centered unit cell? See, now I am talking about this body centered unit cell. See, body centered unit cell means, please listen here. So again I am writing a cube structure. I am taking cube. This is a cube. So here now the constituent particles are present at the corners. These are the constituent particles. So these are present at the corners, of course. Now apart from this, it is also having one more constituent particle at the center of the unit cell. Okay, so this is one more constituent particle. Okay, see, like this, at 8 corners, 8 constituent particles are present, not only at the corners. Now along with this corner, what you have observed here, one more constituent particle at the center. Such type of unit cell where along with what exactly corner particles, one more constituent particle is also present, where it is present at the center of the unit cell. Such type of unit cells are known as, what do you call it, as a body centered unit cell. It can be abbreviated as BCC. BCC means what? Body centered unit cell. So now how many number of lattice points are present that you can tell in BCC? 8 corner. Okay, so 8 plus 1. So how many lattice points are there? 9.